welcome to the.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. God damn. That was good.
Sorry I'm so somber, but
This is Eeyore. Look. Fucking hey, man. It's rough. It's rough.
okay. And 3, 2.
There it is.
And we're live. Welcome to the other side of Vegas. I'm Roy Evans,
Bruno Brown.
Soulsupplement Records, and
Nice.
wow,
First show of the month.
yeah, setting it off
Damn, man. Fuck.
right after Labor Day. And for those of you, I was gonna go into it, but I just don't feel like it anymore.
All right.
But if you haven't in a long time, or most likely at all, it would behoove you to research, or just look into, what Labor Day actually is.
Yeah.
Kind of important.
Like a lot of holidays, though,
Yeah.
it gets masked by the let's fucking have a great party, which is nothing wrong with that. Let's get some barbecue, nothing wrong with that. But
Yeah.
and it's almost all holidays. They really no one knows.
Most
Yeah.
of them are pretty much a farce.
Yeah.
And it's not even like the whole conspiracy thing. I'm not gonna get into, the white man trying to,
Right, hold on, let me get my tinfoil hat out.
But it's something. What it is to you
There you go.
is really determined by whether or not you're even interested in learning something that you may not have known.
Yeah.
That says more about you than the holiday. But
But I do warn you. So sometimes ignorance is bliss. Sometimes I wish I didn't know some of the shit I didn't know.
you ain't lying. There's a lot of shit I wish I didn't know. But yeah, I hope everyone had a good and safe Labor Day.
It's a good one this year.
And it's been a hell of a week. But before I get into that, I want to say part of this show is today's show is sponsored by Mobile Moguls. Check them out. It blessed me. I greatly appreciate it. But it is an extra large, and I'd be doing you guys a disservice, for me to put it on and it look like I got it from my older brother. It's just too big. And it's not even like I need something form fitting and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's totally.
But,
I see what you're doing here.
But it really, I tried, man. I put it on, but you should definitely check them out for your mobile needs. I'm not going to try to sell them, but it's better for you to just go and check it out. Mobile Moguls, success oriented. If you're trying to step your game up, you need to check them out. They're doing big things. We had actually, you know what? Get some business out of the way. And actually, yeah, I skipped that part. Our sponsor. I should have done that differently, but
Hey, listen.
um,
That's what it is.
it's been a great week, and there's some great stuff coming up. A lot of it I'm not privy to because it is a week out, and a lot of stuff, information isn't available just yet. But and also full disclosure, this episode is being pre-recorded, so by the time you see this, one event in particular will have happened already. That would be Techno Taco Tuesday
T3 baby.
with Sam Pagani, Panini, I don't know.
Pag colon NI, something like that. We're not even trying to be funny.
Crooked letter.
We're not even trying to be funny. It's just hard to pronounce these cats.
Yeah. I mean, it really is.
Like, seriously, you would know I'm trying to be funny.
And I can kind of read, like a little
yeah,
bit.
but
Sad Pagan.
sad, he said sad pagan.
Sam?
I was going to say sad. So
No, it's a Sam.
Sad.
Sorry, it's the soup coolers. And Third Son. with support by Lance the Rock and Rob Dub.
I hope he pronounces his name like Third Son. That's how I
What up, son? You know, but yeah, that's gonna be really cool. If only, I mean, honestly, I don't know those cats. I really don't. That's Drum Code and Noir Music in UK. But
Oh, really?
But I do know Lance and Rob Dub can fucking slay it. So
More music.
so that's Tuesday. There's no more cymatic sessions.
It's so hard to say goodbye. Sorry.
Not really. I mean,
I'm glad you know what? I like those cats so much, man. I'm glad that they said.
Yes. That's the only reason I'm saying
I told him
that.
I told him that too. I said
big ups to the owner. I wish him nothing but the best. There's nothing, no hard feelings. I don't feel a certain way about it. But big ups to Raphael and Kimmy and the whole cymatic session crew.
super big ups to Raphael.
Yeah, we won't get into that. But and the whole crew, Michelle A and Sushi Sisters. There's just the whole conglomerate. Just
they all make me smile.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for real. For real. And then Wednesday, so there's no more cymatic sessions at DCR. But Wednesday at DCR, there is Unfiltered Soul, Rob Alon, Doug W. And also Wednesday at Juicy Beats, there is Jessica Lynn, her and her crew, Wrecking Crew Wednesdays. And they're going to have DJ Shifter is going to be there to get it in with them, along with the usual suspects, D. Grigley, Carlos, Audio Bender, and Onale, and J Sound, and Subtle Soul.
That's
Thursday.
A flyer.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
Jay Handel.
He's got to be the most zen cat on the planet.
Juicy Beats. If I understand correctly, he's not going to be there this week. So Tino Bad Beat and Rob Dub will be filling in for him, and honestly, it's still going to be badass. So check that out. And then Thursday at DCR, you got Lenny Alfonso and DJ Kaika, and Friday Night Social, Carlos Sanchez, and then you have Minimal Beats at Juicy Beats. I don't know who's going to be there. Same thing with Saturday. Actually, no. Saturday, back at DCR, Douglas Gibbs.
What's going on Sunday?
Saturday Night Vibes. And and then you have Saturday... White Label. White Label. Alamo is getting it in with...
This is the first one, right?
Yep.
Nice.
First or second one. I think it's the first one. Alamo's getting it in with Bad Beat. Edgar Reyes from Soul Kitchen. Space Birds, which is Oscar Molina and Alex Clark. They make up Space Birds. That's for those that don't know. And special guest, Halo Varga. Yes, I said Halo. Yep. So you need to check that out. And then Sunday, something really bad's gonna happen. How bad? I don't know. But
the bar is pretty low.
If you want a good laugh, come. No, Sunday, Bruno and I will be starting a monthly called Second Sundays, and be he, myself, and another person on a monthly basis. This week we're going to be setting it off with
Walt Smith. I forget his DJ name. We served in the same unit in the Army, so I knew you were going to do that too.
Because it escaped me too. DJ Zona.
Because listen, as far as I'm concerned, it is a fraternal thing. Him and I, so I know him as Ranger motherfucking Smith.
Yeah.
So that's that simple. But
yeah.
he gets it in. He plays with a lot of cool cats and been throwing a party down south for a minute now around your area. I guess I think everything's Flagstaff now because of you. I think.
Oh no, he's out in Phoenix.
I thought that's Flagstaff.
No.
My bad, Flagstaff. Listen, that's just
from
how
here, flag is more east.
Yeah, whatever. It's all. He's been doing part of it. He plays with some big cats, and he's a one straight dude. So we're excited to have him up, man. And it's
I'm looking forward
it's
to
second
it.
Sunday. Bruno and Roy Evans presents or featured something like that.
Yeah,
It's gonna be fun.
it will be.
Yeah,
It will be.
be a 3-person minimum.
Yes. Maximum.
That's what I meant. Listen,
Maximum.
Georgia Tech lost last time, man. You gotta cut me some slack. I'm lucky I'm here. About to make a run.
I'm sorry. That was a private joke, and I realized it didn't make any sense.
Everybody knows that joke.
Well, they know the violin. Okay, so,
Sorry. Long story longer.
yeah.
What's going on?
Oh man.
You know what? But hold on. Let me interject.
Being that we've officially started the show.
Yeah, and you know we made a we oh, I was having one tonight because Sunday.
Talk about it, man.
I'm just saying Sunday. It was like old home week. It felt like a nacho house, Jack.
First off, I want to give a big, fat, super duper juicy fucking happy birthday to my girls.
Yamas.
Ella Karina,
Oh,
Mindy J,
made the J did work.
Jeez Louise. Yeah.
She made me happy, man. Matter of fact, Mindy, if you're watching this, send me that damn track. I know she don't remember it by now.
I get a little cheesy with it because seeing my people happy makes me happy. Seeing my people get it in for a full dance floor makes me happy.
And she was happy.
Hmm?
She was happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can separate that from the fact that she played a killer fucking set.
Yeah.
You know, I can.
Yeah, it was good. Because when
But
she's
then-
happy and getting it in, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. It really is. It's one of those things where, you know, honestly, if I have to describe it, then, you know, there's something missing from your life.
You know what's not missing from my life?
Yeah, right?
A little monkey business. Our other sponsor.
The official sponsor of the other side of Vegas.
Well, one side is Monkey Beats, the other side is Soulsupplement Records, the other sponsor. What we have today before we go on the floor? What's this? Oh, hell.
That's avocado.
See that, Jessica Lynn? In your
And,
face.
And I'm getting it in with the vanilla bean. Now,
Thank you for watching.
as
Other Side of Vegas.
as yeah, right. Thank you all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Now, granted, and big ups to Tony.
Dude,
Oh, and Al Rodriguez. It was his birthday also.
that's right. No, and Josh too.
Josh Walker.
Yeah,
Tell
he
him
makes me smile too.
Dude, I just turned 30, man. Get the fuck
Shut
out
the
of here.
fuck up, dude. 30.
Take that hot ass vest off.
Yeah.
Got you bugging.
No shit,
I just turned
dude.
30. Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
That's a cat. That's a genuine cat. I dig too, man. He's funny. He likes me.
But and that was just a great,
Good
just a
night.
great fucking party.
It really was. I said how good it was. I said, you know what? I got some edits I need to be in the studio. I got some commitments I got to make production wise. I got some out of town gigs coming up. I got to do my business. I'll be home by 1. Remember that on the phone? I'll be home by 1:00. Shit.
And I was like, yeah, man, I'm not going out long, man.
We left until like 4:00 in the goddamn morning at minimum.
And the reason why, big ups to my man.
Oh shit.
Big ups to my man Raphael Laguerre. This motherfucker, you know what? I mean,
Listen.
obviously I'm biased because, I mean,
I'm not.
we know these people and
I had no idea.
they are friends of ours,
I had no idea.
contemporaries, acquaintances. I've always known.
I've never seen, because when he throws a party, when I've played for him at Sumatic, he's always done what you're supposed to, and that's give up and let the people in the play, because that's what's up.
Always really good about
What did I
that.
say when I was I came out of Juicy Bees, and I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know. And I'm not even talking shit, putting him out. I just never heard him play. Woo.
And I mean, and not to like toss names out there, but I mean he's a solid like real official Danny Tenaglia protege. Like they're like people's. They go back.
Let me just tell you, man, I didn't want to leave, but I needed to leave.
He fucking slayed it.
He did work.
No, like seriously, he slayed it.
Yeah, big ups, my brother. That was some nice. Yeah, I've been thinking about that ever since then. It was crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna hit him up, but I was like, "Fuck that." let me sit on it for a minute.
Close to the Vest Vinny over here, man.
But yeah, it was a great night, and actually he's gonna be doing some stuff over at Juicy Beats a little more often.
He's coming out to see me in Denver next on Friday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Because I ain't. The fuck I was like going out to Denver to see this motherfucker. Now, actually, I mean, if I could, I would.
Oh, I know that, brother. Come on.
But
he's good stuff. Good stuff. And this is the first show of the month. We got no guests. It's just me and you.
mm-hmm.
Man,
Get your pillows.
I'm pretty
Get
sure
your
we got some
pillows.
shit to talk about.
Well, you know what? Unfortunately, I do want to address something.
Yeah.
This past week, as everybody knows from all their Facebook feeds, from Burning Man, unfortunately, there was a fatal incident, and as unfortunate as it is, first off, rest in peace. His name was like 41 years old, and Aaron Mitchell. Unfortunately, at least a good 10,000 people had to bear witness to not only death but suicide. Like
And a horrible,
and
way to go.
Dude got through the barrier and hooked and juked and literally because they tried to catch him. Went in, came out aflame. Then went back in, I mean, that's fortitude for your ass.
I gotta give bam.
But,
God damn.
I know a lot of people that were pretty distraught for obvious reasons.
No, seeing stuff on TV and seeing stuff up real is different from kettle fish.
Yeah. Especially if
Trust
you can smell it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
I can't even I can't even look at that picture.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I can never get that smell in my fucking head.
Now the thing about it is, this one girl I know. I haven't seen her in a long time. I met her up in Flagstaff. I think she's out in California now.
That's not Phoenix.
My homegirl Savvy. She I can't help it, y'all. She did something. She said something on Facebook that really, really got my attention. And unfortunately, I feel like it's important enough because it's multifaceted. It's not just about what happened at the burn.
The burn?
Yeah. It's not just about the incident. But the only thing that's going to be worse than listening to me talk is listening to me read. Because instead of trying to paraphrase, and I probably won't read it all, but I mean, it makes it's something for us all to think about. The brown cow. I'm kidding.
Man, for half a second I thought I was like, damn, I never had Roy read some shit. Oh shit, this motherfucker can't read.
Then why the fuck is he doing it? Actually, I'm not much better. She says, there's a metaphor here. With this Burning Man fire suicide, anyone else feel it, see it? The world is screaming in pain for help. And we are all partying, watching it burn, watching it suffer. And still we take our drugs and ignore it because I becomes before you in this paradigm. I gotta be happy first to make others happy, right? That's the mentality I see everywhere. And while there is some truth to that, what if these parties are just traps? sparkly, distracting money traps that offer us a temporary fix. Sure, you can level up a few times in your own spiritual, mental development, but how much are you really evolving after attending the same party for years on end? How much money has that party devoured? How much how many water filtration systems could you have bought yourself or your friends uh, with all those party expenses? How many houses, how many public gardens could you have funded with all the money? How many businesses could you have started with that money? How much land could you have purchased with that cash? How could you be improving the world and life with all that money you spend partying? These are the things I asked myself when I began to feel the sting of discomfort associated with attending the same parties over and over and over. This is the sting that I feel when I think about this man who burnt himself alive for the world to see. Our priorities are vapid, ego serving. I'm not excluded from this blanket statement, so try not to get your butt hurt. In the very least, I can recognize what I see and acknowledge it for what it is. That's a start. We are running into our own fires and ignoring all of this pain everywhere. We are burning ourselves alive by buying into this weekend warrior enterprise. It cannot sustain, period. We indirectly kill ourselves by ignoring the struggles of our sisters and brothers. Eventually, the wildfire consumes all because no one wanted to put it out when it was on someone else's shoulders. We are truly offline in so many ways, thinking we are so separate from one another. The real magic happens when we tune into the cosmic interweb of collective consciousness. I love you. Now, obviously, I don't really expect everybody to get that while I was saying it.
Yeah.
You can't rewind, but, go back and listen to that shit again.
That's
And it doesn't mean stop going out, because honestly, a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't come out anyway. And let's just keep it 100. But with those that do, with the to put it in a phrase, with that for the love mentality, and obviously I'm all for the love. That's what got me in this. But there's how I feel about that.
Yeah.
There's an extent to it, and in the end, it has to personify itself somehow. It has to manifest itself in something tangible. I've said it a million times. You can't be a community if you don't act like one. And that's something that has to be done. You have to be willing to reach out and make sure that your peoples are okay.
But it's also hard, though.
Even if you don't have much yourself, just like the music, you gotta fucking come out and support if you expect it to be here when you need it.
Yeah.
It's all encompassing. It's not that weekend warrior shit. The weekend burner. You go to the burn, all of a sudden you're wearing furry, fuzzy shit. But at the same, but you're still a dick.
You said, but you're still a dick.
Honestly, okay. I'm not gonna break that down. You know what I mean.
I've never been to Burning Man.
Me either.
It's not my bag. I'm not. I mean, I've in the past I've kind of joked around about it because I'm more of a. I don't necessarily want to. I've had enough of sitting around and my balls sweating like I'm in the goddamn desert. I don't really.
Yeah.
I'm not really down with that. But I get the. I think I seem to get the desire to let all of this go and whatever the spirituality stuff. But I question the validity and the quest for that there. There's other ways to just say you want to go and party. I mean, maybe they're fine. I don't know. I've never been, but it just. I mean, like all things that start off with a good idea, it seems like it's expanded to a point where there's corporate craziness and this and I'm a capitalist, saying anti-corporation, but you know what I mean, where it's watered down and then when stuff gets watered down, you get people in there who maybe aren't as centered.
Mm-hmm.
And for lack of a better word, as you are, they may not be down with the original intent of the party, and they're getting too fucked up, whatever that is.
Yeah.
because it's the masses. It's become a thing to do, a destination, something cool to check off your bucket list.
Yes.
And maybe the farther you get away from that original intent, which might be a beautiful thing, getting one with the nature and the fire and I can see it's not my bag, but I can see the attraction of that.
Mm-hmm.
But fast forward to now from when it started, and it's got to be watered down, and they're trying to one up, and there's going to be more and more people out there, which lends itself to more and more people who aren't mentally viable.
I could go off the deep end and call it a metaphor for something way more commonplace. Just the fact that, generally speaking, we've become a society that needs a silver bullet. We need something else to help us get right.
Yeah.
You know,
A panacea.
Now, to a certain extent, things like Burning Man can be and have been completely transformative for a lot of people. You know, but, you know, they went there not necessarily prepared for it, but went with a particular mindset.
I question how that translates, though, outside of that situation. Like, something that's transformative usually will carry out after you leave that similar environment. And I question, I got a friend who's working on a book right now, Kaya Feshi, and it was a pretty good concept where he's taking pictures. He's a professional photographer and stuff, and used to be a creative director at Zappos. Pictures of the person, say, what they do 9 to 5, 364 days out of the year, business suit, this, that, and the other, and then pictures of him at Burning Man. And then he juxtaposes this is the corporate trader this day, and then he's at Burning Man with the furry boots and the whatever. So I would like to see how much that translates from this is...
That kind of trivializes it, though.
Well, but that's my point. Is it transformative, or is it just an excuse to get high?
Well, obviously, we're human. You know.
Well, no, listen,
it's both.
I love to get high. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, it really is both. It's just that one has to supersede one at particular times.
But just say that then. I mean, that's what I guess that's what I'm. I mean, I question the.
Well, see, I'll put it like this. One of the reasons why it speaks to me is because I've got a gang of beloveds.
You just love tents.
People that I truly dig as human beings.
Yeah.
That are burners.
Yeah.
I see how they live their lives.
So see, I don't have that.
Yeah.
I like the experience. I don't necessarily experience Burning Man, but I would like to see those cats because I don't have that.
I mean, and some of it's stereotypical, compost and all those things, but it's a byproduct of a particular mindset. So if you give a fuck about the earth, don't do this. If you want to help the earth, do that. That kind of shit. It's
I'm looking for a whale blubber fucking car.
It's relatively simple, not easy. Don't confuse simple with easy, but it is a lifestyle, and going there is part of it. It's ceremonial, and because they want it to be and they need it to be.
It's like the Hajj.
Whereas other people come in just for the bucket list. You got the dude that brought his 80-year-old pops. I think he was Arab or some shit. Had him in the fucking truck with the AC on while he ran around and fucking did drugs for 24 hours or some shit until he got kicked out.
Wow.
You have people that find a way, just like we do about everything that's wholesome and good.
Yeah,
we bastardize it.
Yeah.
So that's to me, it's a metaphor for just regular life, because nowadays when everybody lives for likes. Come on now, everybody fucking lives for likes.
Oh, I thought it was. I was doing it wrong.
And either you acting like you're doing shit that you're not, or you trying to get what I call pity pussy. The whole woe is me and all this other bullshit.
Pity pussy.
It'll be okay. And don't get me wrong. It's not like, I get it. It's your page. You say what the fuck you want to say. But the whole victim thing. Why does this happen to me? Blah, blah, blah. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I'm grown.
But that's how things have changed.
Yeah.
It's a byproduct of so many other things that I'm not going to act like there's just one thing about it. But it comes from one of many places is our need to placate ourselves. Act like shit is what it ain't. And at the same time, not trying to work for what we really want.
There you go.
It's kind of like, when my girls were teenagers, and you know you gotta fucking clean your room on fucking Saturday. You know.
What you do. That's
I don't know why the fuck it's Saturday, but it was Saturday for me. And goddamn, it's gonna be Saturday for y'all, motherfuckers.
That's how it goes down.
You know. And it's like, but I did it last week. But yeah, but it looked like, you know.
That set them up for grown folk business.
Like we got the Tasmanian devil as a fucking roommate. You know, it's like what the fuck. I get it. You did it last week. You know, but you know, so it's like putting in work. It's like you know my pet peeve about people that call 9 to 5 the grind.
Yeah.
You know, just because it's hard for you to do your job doesn't mean it's a grind. You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, in a way, technically, more of us, more than not, are just fucking soft.
Soft as pudding. Well, it's kind of. I remember my dad used to always tell me, and it's kind of and I always say it to young cats today too. People want stuff just like you're saying without the work, whatever. And my dad, I would say all the time, I wish I had this or wish I had that. My dad would every time till I was all my life. I tell you what, boy, why don't you shit one hand and wish the other? You tell me which one fills up the fastest. And that sounds crazy.
Oh, say it again?
You shit in one hand and wish in the other. You tell me which one fills up the fastest. Point being...
I guess it depends how much you ate that day.
The point being, wishing ain't gonna get it.
No.
Doing's will get it. So if you shit in one, go to work.
Like
and I tell that to people all the time. They're like, dude, don't wish. Fuck, what do you mean fucking wish? No, that ain't, you can dream, but that is only what sitting around wishing. It goes into that mentality of the likes and the this and the what you think you should be doing when you haven't put the work in yet. Mm-hmm. It's like something's owed to you.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know how that necessarily ties into
Burning
Man,
but
it's
unfortunately, most of those people don't see it that way.
Yeah.
Most people don't see it that way, and then I feel bad because I don't want to be the dude like. You know, I ain't even plan on going this far with it. Like, I don't want to be the dude like, oh, you're doing shit wrong, and you know, get your fucking life together. You know,
put shit together, bro.
But this is what kind of worries me is that it's gotten to the point where you know you come across like a hater. Like it's not like I'm trying to meddle or stick my nose where it don't belong. Yeah. But at the same time, as a community, if we can't be held accountable, we can't hold accountable. Exactly. You know, so it's like...
And I ask what's the thing I see is what's going to happen from this? Probably nothing. There's going to be a lot of... Like, that was a poignant post. But there's going to be a lot of not so well thought out boilerplate posts about the issue. Mm-hmm. And nothing's going to get done about it.
See, unfortunately, this is why I felt the way I felt, you know, when Cheeto, you know, moved into the White House and... But because the thing is, I felt like we deserved it. Just the fact that he became a viable candidate, you know, was scary enough for us to. And here's the thing is, like now you get to see the importance of voting.
That's right.
I mean, and I hate to like rub salt in the fucking wound, but that whole protest vote shit, this is what it gets you. Yeah. Now we just went to some other different shit.
But we're multifaceted. You know?
Like so. See? But
I like it. He just went to some 30s shit. Yeah, see? This part is sort of sponsored by the Mob Museum.
Yeah, right. And it's far from a side note, but man, please, like Texas, Florida. I mean, it doesn't mean much to say be careful. I mean, I get it. It's home. It's where you are. You got to do what you got to do. But goddamn, man, shit is getting real in the field. And
don't wait for the good
I'm almost feeling bad. I can't blame it on Trump, but
listen, man.
I'm not an overtly political dude.
Obviously, you can tell.
I'm just talking shit, honestly.
Dude, think of us as the two old dudes in the balcony of the Muppet Show. Those damn kids.
Now we got to talk like this.
Shit, man. Oh my god!
Because other than that, we really ain't got shit to say. Like, I mean,
but that's the whole point, though. I mean, yeah. that's because listen, there's you learn things from cats that's been around for
monkey business.
Yeah, you learn things if you're paying attention, and
Yeah.
this is what scares me. People, because of the self-centeredness of today, and with social media, whatever, people tend to have an overly inflated view of themselves, and that tends to make them, in my opinion, or at least the way I see it, don't feel the need to listen to some cats that's come before them. And I get it. It's hard to do when you are younger, but there were some key older cats that I listened to in the scene coming up that taught me volumes. It's in, how to live. Like, you know what? You don't call a grown ass man when you're 19 some bullshit that you call your buddy. Because you do it enough, you might get your hands put on you for a grown ass man. That was a lesson I learned. Now, there's other lessons that are they don't have to be violent. They could be the club scene. They could be this, that, and the other. And it may come across sometimes as us being a couple old dudes in the Muppet Show, but if we didn't care, and we didn't care about this scene and rep this scene the way you and I do, we would just say nothing, and we just eat ice cream all day.
And the thing about it is that I don't feel like my opinion matters.
No, it doesn't
for any
matter.
particular reason, besides the fact that I chose to put myself on a platform where I get to view my fucking opinions.
And it's an observation, though.
That's really all it is. Other than that, I respect cats that don't know who I am, because I ain't nobody. Like, legitimately, I ain't nobody.
No one is, really.
But at the very least, I'm older than a lot of y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And I made enough mistakes
That's the
to say, hey, now boy, I said boy.
I said, boy.
Let me show you the proper way to build an aeroplane.
See, that's my thing. When I tell cats, cats hit me.
Chicken hawk.
Dude, he's been cartoon referencing ever since you walked in the door, man. Now, evidently, Bugs Bunny is gender fluid. I guess. Blew my mind. But anyway, I tell people that when cats come up to me and they want to ask they have some probing questions about X, Y, Z, whether it's DJing or music or running the record label, whatever. I always start out with the first thing, yeah, man, I got no problem. Just come to me anytime. And not the next phrase or statement is not because of what I've done right. It's because I've made a lot of mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you got some questions, I can tell you what I've done wrong for these 11 years running this label, where you may not have to do it.
Yeah.
And it's never this is what I've done right, because for me to do most of those things that I've done right was because I did them wrong initially. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to this business, it's
I'm
like
seriously running out of room for wrong shit. Like,
but it's not about doing the wrong shit. It's about minimizing the financial impact, minimizing the the embarrassment impact or whatever, which is the least thing to worry about, and maximizing how quick you can recover and learn and move on. The problem lies in between there, where guys make those mistakes, they're hard-headed, they don't learn, they still think their way is right without exploring other options, and they move on to continue to make those same mistakes. Now, someone out there right now is going, the definition of insanity is the same mistake over and over. That's not the definition of insanity, but it's still stupid to keep doing that. So I just want my pet peeve. I hate when people, the definition. No, it's not the definition of insanity. Monkey business.
Oh God. Yeah. But yeah, and at the same time, for me, where I add in to that point you just made is that sometimes it is character based. For some people just are a little more productive being bullish, staying the course, and figuring out a way to right the wrong by, staying the course and continuing.
I call it being hard-headed. If I had the ability to quit, I would.
My thing is this, though. As much sense as that makes, if you have the resolve and the resources continue doing the exact same, at some point, times will change, and it may end up
come
being
around.
right.
It'll come around. That's freaking hilarious.
But at some point, it's not just prudent to consider finding another route. In the end, when you have the resources available to you, you know, I mean, just because we've done things a certain way doesn't make our way right.
No.
I mean, that's our truth. Like, all I know is what worked for me. Yeah. Now, you could take that info and make it your truth.
And I love seeing that. I love seeing the when the cat will take something that, maybe some advice I've given him, and put maybe the kid's 25, 26, whatever. Maybe he put a modern spin on it from an angle that I wasn't thinking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
or just wasn't privy to.
Yeah.
You may not have had the resources.
Yeah,
I mean, shit, we were making mistakes when there were no cell phones.
Dude, I was making mistakes when I had to go research something. I had to go break out my Dewey Decimal. I mean, get my library card on. You know what I mean? Like, so I love seeing that, because that shows that the person is taking whatever for a grain of salt, but at least listening a little bit. Yeah, fuck it. Or yeah, I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make it my own and try to advance the ball down the field. And that's what it's all about.
It says something not just about fortitude, but someone's ability to go for something. And I'll always applaud that. You know, I will always support, you know, almost anybody's hustle.
And their ego, too. The ability to keep their ego, because that's hard to hear a mistake, even when it's given correctly. In a proper, not just saying, man, you suck. But when you give some critique, it says a lot about what you brought forth, the character issue, for someone to say, yeah, okay, I'm fucking up on that. You know what I mean? And be okay with it and build on it. Because it's hard for some people to hear that.
Well, it depends on how you choose to take it. Because you can, of course, it would be harder to say, yeah, I'm fucking up on that,
but
as opposed to saying, I could do better.
Well, I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because it's...
You know what? I'm fucking up.
And that's the thing. that's where the barrier comes in. That's what makes it so hard for people to hear something, because they think we're coming at them from you're fucking up. Yeah. You know, it's like,
you'll know
the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
You know?
When you hear me say that to you, I have tried to tell you 3 other times.
Oh, if I say you're fucking up, I'm about to punch you in your fucking mouth.
You simple motherfucker.
I mean, there's a good chance you probably will never hear me.
Forget
unless I'm wrong, you know, if anybody's watching this that have heard me come to them and say you're fucking up, chime in, because chances are I'll probably just stop fucking with you. Yeah. Because it's either that, or I mean, unless I got money for bail, I'll
But you know what? On the same token, I had someone tell me that I used to be. She didn't get where I was tough on her, and I'd come up and I'd sit, but I'd make it. Matter of fact, first time I ever played with her, I told her, I asked her, "You playing with me? So next week?" Yeah, I said, "Don't fuck it up." And I was intentionally being an asshole about it, just intentional to see how she reacted. And she was like, and she left. She didn't know what to say. Fast forward a couple of years, I've seen her get better. I can see her put the practice in, and she told me this recently. I went and I was like, someone's been practicing, and she told me, I used to hate seeing you come in because I knew you were gonna come over and say something. I was like, yeah, I saw something in you. If you don't see me come and say something to somebody, you know, at the decks, like, I don't care. You know what I mean? And so it may not always be easy, and I don't always deal with it the same way. But man, if I'm fucking with you a little bit, you're doing something. You know what I mean? Like, because I just don't care. At the very least,
you got my attention.
I just don't care if I'm not saying something. Yeah. Because then I'm just outside around the corner trying not to hear you.
But at the same time, you know, if I don't say anything to you, that doesn't mean that I'm hating on you or don't like you either. No.
But you know what I mean? Like, you know, the acknowledgement.
So some people have the nerve to be offended when you don't remember their name. It's like, well, I mean, if you want to go that route, it's not like you left an impression either. But generally speaking, I just suck at that.
You know my policy. If you have a penis, you gotta make one hell of an impression. Just saying. That's because I don't care. I only got so much fucking room in my brain, and it's very limited on the peni. I like to keep it real. He's feigning fucking shock. He knows what's up.
How about those Yankees?
I tell you what, they wild card.
Oh, that's right. I'm not spoiling Yankees tonight. Yeah. Nacho House. Oh, and big ups to King Louis III.
King Louis III. You're an asshole. Much love on the hat, homie. I'm not wearing it tonight, and I will be getting it back. Don't you worry. But
You act like that was my fault.
Yeah, you knew what you were doing.
You just went ahead and just devote. You know what? Remind me not to get arrested with this dude. He just went went and let all that shit out there.
Brother, thank you for the hat.
And that's it.
And I will get it back.
See now, I didn't even know you it's no longer in your possession. See how that goes?
Damn, I gave up the bank job.
See, you know what? For the first 24, goddamn. That's why that show is still on. Is it? I don't watch TV.
See, you are a Burning Man guy. I don't watch TV, bro. Just you got that mentality. It's got a tent of 7 rooms. Folks told me he's roughing it. I'm like, roughing it?
A private shitter.
Roughing it? That ain't roughing it, motherfucker.
No, I don't camp. I glamp.
I asked him, I said, did you do, I remember I said, hey, did you get yourself a rain trench? You're like, what? I was like, Lord.
Now, and granted, like where I was at, the signal was really spotty. So eventually, like when I saw the photo that you had sent, you know, with the fucking shovel, dig my own shithole. Get the fuck out of here! I had a personal porta potty, man.
That's not roughing it. Right, I mean,
after they initially come through and clean them every day, I mean, if you ain't getting it in first, man, it's a wrap. And I'm usually asleep.
New York, baby.
Hey, which isn't really the proper representation, because New York, I mean,
it is.
Shit is grimy.
No, yeah, it's perfect.
We
you guys
walk through the pissy fucking subways on a regular basis.
Have you ever been up to upstate New York? Those are some Yankee rednecks.
Yeah.
They're like rednecks as motherfuckers.
Well, I mean, not all places, not all areas.
There's some country folk up there.
Well, I mean, it is country. Yeah. That's the whole thing. That's why people have to make that distinction. A lot of people go, yeah, I'm from New York. Syracuse? Get the fuck out of here. It's like, you got to be mindful of that. It's like people that say I'm from Chicago, or Detroit, and they live out in the suburbs.
Same thing with Atlanta.
Just because you went into the city to party doesn't mean,
Same thing. I'll do it. I catch myself all the time. People say, yeah, when I see someone from Atlanta, oh, what part? Oh, I'm from Lawrenceville. That's Lawrenceville. I'm from fucking Atlanta, motherfucker. I fucking city limits, not Lawrenceville. That's 30, 40 minutes away. That's not Atlanta. That's Atlanta adjacent.
Yeah, I mean,
ATL.
If you say you're from a state, you got to be from that state. You can't be from like if the name of your town is like some slave master's name, like fucking Lawrence or some shit. I'm from Laurel, Indiana.
Jesus, man, this motherfucker right here. It's one of those days, dude. What you got coming up?
Man, you know what? I had a couple of things that just didn't work out. I'm really between like trying to open up an edible shop.
Let me just tell you, not for nothing, folks. Stay tuned for that one.
But between that and just trying to finish fucking renovating my place,
it's been ever since that you and I started kicking a little bit, man. That you've been pretty much on it.
Yeah.
Like not much longer.
And I've ramped it up. So I mean, I had a couple of things I had to kind of pass up, but I go back out for a private event back to San Diego in October.
I'm so jelly.
But other than that, I play next week with this white dude with dreads. And
why's he gotta be a white dude with dreads?
Because he is.
Oh, there you go. There's that.
And he's in the second balcony and he's talking like this.
Exactly how it goes down. Y'all know. No, listen, I'm excited about that because we little tidbit on that. Very thankful to our boy Tony for giving us the chance. Like I've been a resident there for 2.5 years. You're like the only person that's not a resident, but you might as well be. I always complain about the number of people playing, and that's just I feel like it's my duty because I just want to. Tony's giving us the second Sunday, and I'm excited about it. Especially at the last weekend, it was so packed to see the people still coming out.
Yeah. Because
we're gonna do what we do, which is just play.
Yeah.
And just be a third person, and we're gonna flip flop opening duties because let's be honest, I need practice on that shit. Like. We're gonna do what we do. Yeah. And we don't want to get wrapped around anything else but a vibe. And we're gonna bring some cats
really,
in.
What I want to do is I want to highlight the person that we have
first and foremost
playing with us. That's why it's not gonna be a hard number, but right now it's a hard number. 3's our max.
Yeah. If we can do more if we need to, if it makes sense.
If it makes sense.
But
But right now, generally speaking, three's the magic number.
What's
I
that
knew
guy's
I
name,
knew it was
Juan?
gonna come. I knew it was gonna come.
J1?
That old De La Soul shit. Which isn't the original. I get that. What's more popular? God damn it. So yeah, three's gonna be the magic number. And but yeah, November we got Juwan
Juan?
Rates.
Oh, it's not Juan?
You know what? I'm gonna blame it on the monkey business, but I'm gonna say that I'll let him decide. I think it's Juwan, but I definitely don't think it's Juan.
I've known him by making music for a long time too. I feel like it is. Anyway, much love. All I know is I tell you what,
Because
Jay can get down.
Because I played with him in San
down.
Diego, and the dude is a beast.
You know what I said? I was catching because I was here fucking working. He was in Soleil, which I'm ready to have my slot for that. Looking forward to that.
Big ups to
everyone involved.
DJ Allah, Chris Herrera, Mikey Town. It was bananas.
Dude.
Juwan Rates, he fucking killed it. My boy Chris Leosi.
So I'm watching. I'm in the fucking watching the live feed, the little chat room, actually, the little comment section, and I'm like, I don't see Jay. I don't see his face. I'm like, who is this motherfucker right here? And I was ready for you to come on, and I looked because he was dropping a track, so I was more interested in like I was just, oh my god, Roy's about to play. We were testing the track, but he turns around, I was like, oh shit, well that makes sense. So I got to actually call him today, but we should be good on him coming out in November, and it's going to be. I'm excited about that. It's going to be good. We don't know yet to know who October is. Well, that's it. Yeah. What else you got? I got something coming on Friday. If you happen to be in town, or if you happen to be in Denver, I'll be playing with Steve Sinful, my man, my brother from another. When it comes to all things fucking professional, that dude.
Big ups to Steve
and King Louie. At Milk Bar, 9 to 2, I go, which is amazing. I know I go on from 11:30 or 11:40 to a couple hour slot, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be a real good time. I'm excited about it. Definitely treat me right, and I like the peeps too. It's going to be good, and I'll get to talk to King Louie, even though he's been in town for like 2 months. He told me, he goes, dude, because we should chit chat now. I'm like, busy. He's like, we should. I said, we should talk in Denver. There'll be no broads. I will probably be soberish, and that's our best case scenario. So I'm looking forward to it. Unless Sydney's there, then I'm just gonna talk to Sydney.
Yeah, I mean, you may catch him soberish, but he'll definitely be rickish.
Very nice use of that's my turn. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, speaking of Sid, big ups to Sid.
Oh, she's one of my favorite people.
Yeah, I really wish she was here right now.
She makes.
I wish she was here. Save us!
A lot of people do.
Save us!
Dude, Lewis is like. I told somebody today. I said Lewis is like you don't even walk into like a carnival, like all those state carnivals. He's like walking in one of those with all the rides going at once. At the same time.
Yeah, Lewis definitely all the rides at once.
All the rides at once. I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing, but I got to step back and get some popcorn every once in a while. Get my seatbelt.
Yeah, like, oh, wait. Let me put my seatbelt on.
Get my seatbelt on. Well, it's going to be a motherfucking ride, Jack.
but great people. Big ups to Louis and Sid.
Big time.
So that's what you got coming up. I ain't got shit coming up.
Moon Shadows too. Sorry, Moon Shadows on the 16th. I'm going down to Malibu. And they found out I was going to be in town. They graciously asked me to come by and play because they're good folks. And, my wife loves the beach. And we're going to see Mark Lewis. We're going to see Farina and Mark Wyatt play at, I forget what park. Probably the one they use on every TV show in L.A. But it's a free concert, free party on Sunday the 17th. And hopefully our man Matt Ryan's going to come down to this. And maybe Noel shoot the shit a little bit.
Matt, the Boogie Bandit.
Dude, Matt, the
big ups to Matt, AC Lounge, San Diego.
Beast mode, fucking. Did you catch that shirt he had that said Caucasians?
Yes. Yes. Fucking hilarious. And Matt's a fucking genius.
And check out his new release too on Jump. That shit is he's beast, man.
Man, I haven't checked
He's
it
my
yet.
favorite cat,
so I'm not
Matt,
gonna
man.
act like, oh yeah, you need to check it. But if it's a Matt joint, it's definitely worth a shot. I'll give you that.
I'm never gonna just say that. You don't see me posting a lot of other people's shit music wise, just because unless it's really fucking amazing. It doesn't mean I don't play it, I don't have it, but I got a business run. However, let me tell you something. I posted that to all the socials. I feel like I was like a bottom bitch coming to give me my money. I was on a stroll and shit. I felt like the end. I was like I was pimping that shit. I was being pimped in my own mind because it was that good. It was that good.
That's good shit.
Good stuff, man.
Good shit. Big ups to Matt, and I'll be seeing him hopefully next month when I go back out.
Nice.
Him and my boy Oscar. Yep. So that's it for now. Thank you for tuning in. And matter of fact, hit them with your handles and where people can find you. Your Insta Grizzle Dizzles and your
the websites, the socials, the interwebs. You know what? The easiest thing to do, you put Bruno Browning in Google, and I come up all over the place. But
excuse the fuck out of me.
Damn, I've just been doing it a while. But it's easy to do that. You can Facebook, Swampy Funk. There's a Bruno Browning Google. I got my own Google artist page. You know, I'm big time.
Goddamn white privilege.
But in all seriousness, that's the easiest way. Just put you'll see me. There's not many Bruno Brownings. There's actually one more, but I'm the musician.
Yeah, so look them up. That way you
can send your hate mail. You can send your hate mail directly to me.
There you go. There you go. And thank you for tuning in.
Much love, everybody.
See you guys in a couple of weeks. And
hey, if you be a friend. Be a friend. If you see somebody, give them a call.
Yeah.
If they didn't need.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
What is that? It's not just do unto others, but just be what you expect.
Golden rule, man.
Be what you expect from others.
Yeah. That's simple.
Stop bullshitting. Like seriously. Like if you have to really consider, the people that I call like my good friends I haven't talked to, stop being a dick.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Do that.
Much love. Bruno Browning.
See you next time.
Take care, people.
Roy Evans. And fuck you, pay me.
He said, fuck you, pay me.
Oh,
By the way, the burger like that last little bit that was left in that video.
Oh, yeah?
The spotlight thing. It was funny, The fucking, I say what I want with you because you just started, you're like, yeah, you gotta go further. You can't say that. You can't say that or whatever. I say what I want. And we both just genuinely started cracking up at the end of it. Just dude was like fake the black. I say what I want.
By the way, big ups to Jeff Berger.
Oh, that dude is a fucking beast. I can't wait to see his ass.
Considering we're still recording.
I don't care. I don't care. I say what I want. I'm 47 years old. What are you gonna do?
Oh, shit.
Send me to war? Peace.